Scott Murphy's greatest attribute is his wisdom. Not wisdom in the sage sense, but wisdom that is comprised of knowledge and compassion. Scott will be remembered as a great leader, an advocate for what is right and just, and a friend to all.
The culture of valuing all students starts with Scott, and what we're all about in LPS is Scott's legacy.
The Foundation has a proud 23-year history of supporting Littleton Public Schools, and tonight we're excited to build on one of those pillars, health and wellness, with the Scott Murphy Legacy Fund. Scott is known throughout the state as the champion of school finance, but here at home we know him as someone who truly understands what it takes to provide a powerful education for our children.
When the Foundation first came to me, wanting to establish a legacy fund as a tribute, my first thought was about our accomplishments, our academic achievement, what we've done in activities, theater, art, all the things that we're so proud of in a part of Littleton. But then as I thought about it further, I thought about where I began my career. I began as a social worker. I began working with adolescents who were struggling with troubles. And it reminded me of the saying from T.S. Eliot, "At the end of all of our journeys, we will arrive at the place from which we first began, and we'll know it for the first time." For me, I think having gone through this profession, I'm beginning to know it for the first time, the important needs of children and what's going on in their lives.
About 20 to 25% of our students will experience some type of significant mental health issue like anxiety or depression or conduct disorder that will affect their ability to be successful in school. And that's why it's so important that we have good trained counselors and social workers and psychologists in our schools who can teach these skills, can provide interventions that will support students and families.
Highly trained staff can prevent and support mental health needs in our schools.
One of the things that most impresses me about Scott is his clear position on the importance of educating the whole child. And research has proven that by providing prevention and intervention supports, we can positively impact student achievement.
Scott never loses sight of what's important, and for him, that's people. He works tirelessly on behalf of the community, especially our students.
It's tough being a young person today with all the pressures and challenges that they face. We work hard to provide our students with all the support we can in order to help them be successful in each and every area of their lives. These efforts throughout our district have been tremendously aided and enhanced under Scott Murphy's leadership.
With the assistance of Scott's leadership, last November, the Board of Education adopted a new focus area to the strategic plan, calling for a partnership with parents and community to expand and enhance programs that address the physical, social, and emotional well-being of all students, families, and staff.
Scott is a servant leader. He's a thoughtful listener and a skilled problem solver.
We as Littleton recognize what we can do as a community, and this is one area where it makes a difference. Mental health and the wellness of our children has to be considered in everything we do. And having the tools, training ourselves so that whether it's a teacher, a principal, a bus driver, a custodian, or a secretary, we have the ability to recognize when kids have needs. And the resilience they'll build because of our actions will make a significant difference. The most important thing in our lives is how we impact children and how they become successful. And I believe so strongly that nobody will do this better than Littleton. We can do it together, and we will become the model for the state and for the nation.
No doubt, academics is job one. But we also know that the learning for all students can be improved when we support their social and mental well-being. The Scott Murphy Legacy Fund will do just that by providing all of our staff with the right kind of training with a proven impact for our children. The district and the staff are willing. They just need our help. So tonight, we're asking you to stand with Scott. Open your hearts, for truly, there's no investment better than the promise of a child.
Thank you, Mr. Murphy and our community for caring about my future.